We're good. You got your coffee?
I do, mate. I do.
Was it black?
Yeah.
Mr. Tickle. Oh, I like that mug. I went iced.
Ooh.
Oh. I wanted to be a fancy white bitch, so I went iced.
Nice. A little bit of a nice coffee.
Yeah,
dude. I picked up this mug from what's it called? What do they call them here? Op shops.
Oh, like a charity shop. Yeah.
Yeah. For like 50 cents. Because I wanted like a mug that I needed a wider mug for my AeroPress.
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
I'm
you can
bougie.
fucking like pick up because you're bougie.
Yeah, my AeroPress, bro.
Oh, I want one of those espresso ones, don't I? Like,
yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm gonna have to invest in one because I've said I was gonna buy myself one for about, well, fuck, what am I?
Many years.
Maybe about 6 years. But like when I moved into my flat, like I got myself an espresso machine.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty good, man. Like, and we lived, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes walk from an espresso shop, so I can go get it from like, the horse's mouth. So maybe it's, and then I gave it my mum when she moved house. So maybe it's a tradition now. I've got to get a coffee machine every time I move.
Yeah.
Just like move house every 6 months so I can get a new coffee machine. Oh yeah.
Or fully commit and get one plumbed in.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
So it'd be like, so it'd be proper like cafe style where you just have it plumbed in, you just leave it on the whole time, so it's all like the boiler's always hot, steam's always ready to go, and then
but
hit a button.
The Alecki bill on that must be fucking.
It's excessive, but like, it'd be pretty
can it
sick.
make me a coffee at 5 o'clock in the morning? If
Mate,
the answer's
it's ready
yes,
to go.
I'll get it.
It's fucking ready to go. When I worked in the coffee shop, they just left the machines on all the time, like never to turn them off. So we'd walk in at like, I don't know, fucking like 5:45 in the morning to get set up, and the machines would be warm, and it'd be fucking freezing, and you just be sat there like cuddling the machine.
That's the good stuff, man.
Yeah, man.
The good stuff. Nah, I've been on this fucking iced hype, man. Like maybe like my dinner time fucking coffee, like in the middle of the day, if I'm like working from home or whatever. Like, yeah, I don't know. I've just been on a fucking iced hype.
Oh, mate, they're good ass.
What did we get? What did we get the other day?
Oh, the Sprover Ice, mate.
Sprover Ice. That was good, man.
Yeah,
that kept me going. That kept me alive for the next like couple of athletes that came in or something.
Dude, they're so good.
Just an espresso on a couple of ice cubes, mate. It were dirty. It were good.
Mate, that's what are you doing over there? Oh, is it feet? It's feedback.
Yeah, she's in the dirty washing. All right, welcome.
What's up?
I guess people need to know who you are, apart from Mr. Yeti himself.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. I don't know. My name's Jonathan.
And I'm an alcoholic.
My name's Jonathan. I probably drink too much coffee.
Yeah, we all do.
Yeah. I don't know, mate. I'm an American. Who's not lived there for like 9 years. So,
I mean, it's pretty fucked.
Yeah,
we had this conversation, right? And I actually had this conversation with like an athlete who's from fucking Liverpool, so like half an hour, 40 minutes from me.
Yeah.
And like we were speaking about like obviously the UK has gone into fucking lockdown too.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking sequel to the lockdown. Like everywhere's buggered, man. So like we're in the best place. So I can't really.
I was on a Zoom conference with like my family on my mom's side this morning, and man, they're all just talking about the election's coming, this, that, ooh, cool. And I'm just over here like, not my problem. And they're just like, oh yeah, we're on lockdown. Halloween was really weird. And I was like, I mean, Halloween wasn't really a thing here, but like,
yeah.
don't know what you're on about with this lockdown. We've been sweet as for like months now.
Yeah, they've done real well. Right, seriously well. But I think it does help that they've only got like 25 people in the country. You know what I mean?
Oh, definitely. You're just like, yeah, you can almost just tell people by name. Just like be like, all right, we got this pandemic.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, Dave, Jerry, Diane, Catherine, you guys just stay home. And there's like, I got it.
All right, cool. No problem.
Sick mate. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, man. Oh, she's now rolling in my sweaty t-shirt.
Nice.
You know, cats love me. What can I say? You got a pretty interesting sort of training background, and I like it because you're a bit of a like, sort of like fitness nomad.
Yeah.
Would kind of like have a dabble with everything, and kind of like reminds me.
Kind of like what?
Reminds me of me because I'm just like, oh, that sounds like a really bad idea. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But fucking explain some of that.
Oh fuck! Like from the beginning.
Yeah, why not? I mean, why not?
Oh mate. Started off with a pair of 10 pound because America. They haven't caught up with the rest of the world yet. 10-pound dumbbells in my room when I was like 12 or some shit.
Nice.
Yeah, probably not that young, but like you get my drift. Wanted to get into weights just for the fun of it. Lifting things seemed like a fun idea. And yeah, started with that. Cut to high school, started playing American football. Used the gym there. It was part of our we had our own period in the gym, just for a bit of weights. It was very like our coach would give us this is what today's day is. Train any exercise that works this muscle. And he'd be like, oh, today's back day, today's leg day, today's chest day, today's arms day. Ultimately, what it came down to was we did bench every day. Yeah. Bench and I don't know, like bench. I mean, it wasn't actually bench every day, but like if we didn't know what to do or didn't want to do, it was on the thing, the bench.
Yeah.
There was no technical instruction at all. Like I saw some atrocious things go down in that gym, and it was hilarious. I can remember one of the guys, Alex Savin, man. He was an animal in himself. He went to max out a squat, and he's got the bar on his back, and he's gone down. He's trying to stand up out of the squat. He lets go of the bar, pushes himself up off the safeties, and grabs the bar again and stands up.
Oh fuck!
Oh man, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, that was like all of us were just like, dude, what did you just do? And he was just like, grind, let go, push up on the safeties, grab the bar again like nothing happened.
Like, what the fuck was on the bar? Like, I couldn't imagine doing that if I was like maxing out a squat.
Yeah,
Like, if I tried that, like,
you got to remember, we were like, we're like 14, 15 at this point.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Like, yeah, so like, he's probably got like 60 kilos on the bar or something like that. And it was just a little bit too heavy, so he just used his arms.
Nice.
Yeah, man. But yeah, did that. Played American football. Didn't really like American football. It was all right. It was fun. Like just I don't know. Like I liked the sort of I played sort of all over the field. I played running back when I was injured, strong safety, free safety. Um, Honestly, some of the best parts of it were when we do like passing and cover drills with like the safeties, and it was literally just like one person would be the runner, one person would be the receiver, one person would be the safety, and you just have to beat the shit out of your friend. Like you'd get like the coach would just chuck the ball, and you would just chase down your friend to either intercept it or absolutely level him when he catches it. And like that was the best part, man. Like playing in the games was all right, but like the best part was just like basically the backyard bullshit that you choose to do anyway. We did
Yeah,
it in
yeah, yeah.
practice because it was skills.
A bit of murder ball.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Fuck me, I got savage.
No, it was good times. But yeah, so stop playing American football. Um, Off season I ran track as well. So that was
Because you were a
probably the
weirdo.
most running. Yeah. Oh, I only did short events. The
Yeah.
entirety of my track day added up to 400 meters. So like, I did 3 events and it was 400 meters. So like I was all right. But got no endurance, no stamina, mate.
Sound.
No. Um but yeah, then sacked off high school sports, got a gym membership. As I got my license, I could drive, so I could drive myself to the gym. And me and a couple of mates just got gym memberships. So we were there in the evenings, just doing whatever. Again, no real programming at this point. Just it's arm day, it's back day, push day, it's pull day, depending on what we want to do. There's those typical like young kids group of like 2 to 4.
Yeah,
Doing,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, just doing bullshit. Yeah. No, it was yeah, everyone starts somewhere, right? And that's how you start the path. Yeah, it's training in the gym. Went to college in the States. Still just training. One of the oh man, one of the coaches there was like, he literally like it was throwing, so track and field again, but field events. And he the way he drafted his athletes was literally like if he saw someone walking around campus who looked like they'd been in a gym before, you'd just go, "Hey, you look like you've been in a gym before." And he's just like, yeah. And he's just like, "You want to try throwing?" And no one knew what he's talking about. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just come out, give it a try. It'll be fun." And so you're there, no idea what he's talking about. Don't know what hammer is. You know what discus and shot put are, but like you really don't know how to do them. And he's like, yeah, you can throw a javelin. It's like a spear. And you're like, all right, I'm in. And yeah, and that's how he drafted athletes. And that was actually my first sort of introduction to Olympic weightlifting. Again, no technical instruction. He just wanted us to get strong. So developed a lot of bad habits, shit bars, metal plates. Like it was not a good training facility. But it was fun. Met some cool people.
What uni was it?
Oh, that was Cuyamaca College in Rancho San Diego, mate.
San Diego.
Yeah. And yeah. Then after that, went to university in England, went to Bath. Proper strength gym, started to pick up weightlifting a bit, got some proper coaching. And yeah, man. Was a weightlifter for a while.
Played a bit of ruggers though, eh?
Oh yeah, true. Before I went to the UK, study properly. Played a bit of ruggers in the States. for a club called Ombak, which was, states was clubs were few and far between, and being in San Diego, you get all like the Pacific Islander military families coming through. So there's me wanting to learn how to play rugby and a bunch of fucking Samoans. And I was just like, so I'll be second team, yeah? And they're just like, yeah, probably. Like, cool. Yeah, and so that was like really jumping into the deep end. And it was a good group of guys, good experience, but like it wasn't a good team to start out learning how to play rugby on, for me anyway. And then, yeah, went to England, weightlifting. And then on my placement year, I started playing rugby in Bradford-on-Avon for their club. That was a good group of guys, man. It was a lot more social, still competitive, but still like, it was just, England was the place to learn how to play rugby. Not in America.
We invented it, right?
Yeah, like not in America where like the only people who play are people who have already been playing or are like ridiculously passionate about it and already very good.
Yeah.
But England, where it's just a bunch of dudes who like remember playing school and are like, oh yeah, like mid late 20s, mid late 30s, just fucking whoever decides to show up.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of dudes who are like, yeah, that was fun. I'll give that a go again. Yeah, man, that was fun. But yeah, played a bit of rugby, dabbled in other sports just for fun, did a bit of rowing, did competitive trampolining. That was a good laugh.
Nice.
Yeah, but ultimately, did a powerlifting competition because the powerlifters were like, hey, you're kind of strong. Yeah, you could bench. Yeah, I was only doing dumbbells at the time, and they were like, damn. And I was like, what? They're just like, you should be a powerlifter. And I was like,
Okay.
So I tried, I tried that for a season. Did the whole like fully programmed everything, strength, hypertrophy block, strength block, peaking. Peaking sucks. Would not recommend.
Yeah.
Especially like on top of uni work, it was a lot, and I ended up actually not really doing a lot of my peaking block just because like a lot of it was during exams, and if I went to the gym, peaking block, I was just done. I couldn't revise, and ultimately, like university, like that's the priority is the actual studying, so that I didn't drop out. Yeah, so kind of just did that, got my exams out of the way, had a real quick peak, and then went in, did a bit of a YOLO competition. It was fun.
What'd you total, man? What'd you total the first powerlifting meet?
Oh, 610, I think. I remember.
Which was what?
Correctly. Hold on. Let me just do some math if I can remember what I actually totaled.
Oh, what was your SBD?
210, 167 or 170, and 235. So what's that add up to?
That's one season of powerlifting, not really doing your peak.
Oh man, it's too much. I was spending like 12 to 15 hours a day on campus in the library, being an absolute shut-in, and then came out. Shit, now I gotta like prepare for this. Like I honestly like I'd signed up as a 105.
Yeah.
At like about 100 kilos, and during exams, when I get stressed, I lose weight. Yeah. I'd nearly dropped to a 94. I was like 94.5 kilos, and I was like, shit, I've dropped almost an entire weight class.
What did you do? Did you just like fucking stuff your face, or?
Yeah. I was trying to get back up to like above 100 kilos, and
In how long?
Oh man, I don't know, like a month.
Oh, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
dude. I had a fair amount of time.
I thought you were gonna turn around and say like, I don't know, like a week.
Nah, I still didn't make it though. I weighed in just under like 98.9 or something like that. No, 98.8 or something like that. But yeah, like it was a good time.
So basically 99 kegs
Yeah,
of 210, 170, and then what? 235.
235.
Ugh. 99 kegs.
Yeah,
Dirt.
that
That's
was
nearly. Oh no, it would have been 180, 188 bench, double body weight.
man. That's what I wanted. I don't.
188.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd love a double body weight bench. Later, when I actually peaked, I was just training regularly, and then I got sort of to the end of my bench program, and I was like, "Oh, Archie, hey,
the kitty.
no, Archie, come here. Ah, look at him.
What's up, dude?
Whoa. Do you wanna hang out?
Two dudes and a kitty.
Oh, Archie. Yeah, mate. But shit. What were they doing?
When you got to the end, you're peaking on your bench.
Oh yeah. And then I was just like, oh, should I just YOLO max or do a small peaking block? And again, uni took over. Peaking block lasted an extra few weeks because I just could never make sessions. And then I wanted 182 and a half. It was 400 pounds. It's a pretty sweet number. Ended up 175 and a half. Moved real well, but blew my wad on 175. Tried 180, unracked it. My friends got extra spotters. Stop doing this. Cat is like scratching his collar on my laptop. There you go. I've moved your collar. You're fine. But yeah, went over, loaded the bar, got spotters, and weights on the bar. You can't just not do it at that point. So I tried it. It came out like I felt it before I got down on the bench. I was like, shit, I'm tapped out.
Yeah.
But yeah, got down. My mate handed it out to me, and I was just like, oh no. Brought it down fine, paused it, got it off my chest, got to my sticking point, and I just knew it wasn't going to go. And I was just like, nah, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry about it.
Just know though, right? Like,
yeah.
Sometimes you just fucking know. Like, as soon as you unrack it, it's like, well, this ain't coming back up.
Nah.
If I take this down,
you're like, shit, this is way heavier than I expected.
Yeah.
And I expected it to be heavy.
Oh dear. The best is on a back squat when you do that, you unrack it, you're like, fuck. If I take this down, it's not coming back up.
Yeah.
Oh dear. What's I've got what about weightlifting?
Oh, what about weightlifting? Way better than powerlifting.
So you like it more, right?
Oh, you can't eat that. Yeah,
like it's
definitely.
hard to be able to compare them. I think you can jump between the two. I think there is benefit from going from weightlifting and doing a powerlifting.
Oh, I think
I don't want to say block, but like, you know what I mean? Like start
Yeah.
training that a little bit more seriously.
Yeah, like if you're injured and you can't do dynamic movement, just do a squat and pull cycle.
Yeah, like strength is never a weakness, right? Mr. Smelly Bell himself.
Yeah, man.
Mark Bell. Like it's fucking true, and like weightlifters don't want to bench because they don't want their chest to get too tight. But I'm like, you just bench close grip.
Yeah.
And I don't mean this fucking hands together nonsense that you see the bodybuilders do, like literally shoulder distance, and it's only going to help your overhead. But like, why do you like weightlifting more than powerlifting, in your opinion?
I like the technical challenge. I like with powerlifting, it was very much, I mean, not very much, but like you could be strong and that was enough. Like, I mean, obviously with any lift, if you get a lift and everything is in the right place, it feels awesome. But I think it's much more pronounced in weight. Like if you just like with a squat or a pull or like a bench, when everything sort of the stars align and you get that perfect bar path and everything's just like, oh, your body's sat in the right place and it feels awesome. But with weightlifting, when you get that bar path and you hit that clean or that snatch and everything just sinks properly, it's just like, oh,
the fucking, like a perfect snatch.
Yeah, mate.
In both senses of the word is
the
best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's fucking catching it, like not knowing whether you're going to be able to get underneath that bar when you put your bar and then you lift it to your knee, you do the first pull, you're like, holy fuck, this feels heavy. And then you just explode for your second pull and then just pray to God you get underneath the fucking bar and you're like slammed in the bottom. Your bollocks are basically on the fucking floor. You're sat on your Achilles, but your arms are locked out and you're just like, okay. And just stand it up. Oh,
yeah.
It's the best feeling in the world. Oh, my kitty's come back. Come on then. She's just cleaning. Oh, it's the fucking best feeling in the world. Same with like a jerk. I'd say like clean, not so much, but like you stand it up right out the bottom of the clean. You're like, okay, I've just got to fucking jump and punch myself underneath this bar.
Yeah.
And then just hope to the heavens that the lifting gods and the stars align that I managed to get a good lift. Fucking catching it.
Yeah. Oh. No, so see, I disagree with you on that. Like I think I get that feeling most getting under a clean.
Yeah.
I think for me, I get that feeling most on the catch of both a clean and a snatch. It's when everything's gone well and you just end up under the bar. Oh, fee.
The kitty's joined. Under the bar, yeah.
You just end up under the bar and everything's gone well. And instead of it feeling hard and you'd be like, oh God, that was such an effort. Like when you end up in a snatch and you end up overhead and you're just like, it just sinks and you're just like, yeah, how'd that go so well? Yeah. Or like same thing with a clean, like you get your pull right, get your elbows under, and it just like everything just goes right, and you just sort of you end up with the bar on your shoulders, and you're just there like, oh, sweet.
I feel like when you get like when you catch it in an overhead squat and the snatch and stand it up, it's more satisfying. You're like, oh my God, I just hit a fucking beautiful snatch. But like doing a clean or a clean and jerk, you just feel like a fucking badass. Like taking that bar, getting underneath it, standing it up, and then smacking it above your head, and then just literally dropping it.
Yeah,
it's basically like fucking Gladiator, where it's just like, are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck,
good
it's
time.
Good fun, man. Like being able to just and the Haribos between sets, like that always makes things better.
It does. It does.
That's the best part. Not having to do things for time, setting the clock, and fuck that.
Mate, I've never done things for time.
No,
for quality. Sprinting.
For quality.
Yeah. I mean, sprinting was basically the only thing I did for time.
Fuck me, man. Like I was known for not being quick. I think I like it was silly, man. Like I would fucking put some effort in and try and move as quick as I could, and everyone would just be like, Alex, fucking sprint next time. I'm like, mate, I'm absolutely gunning it here, and like, nah, I can't do anything. But I was a swimmer, wasn't I? And then I fucking played a bit of rugby, and like, I was notorious in the pool as well because I never used to kick my legs.
Yeah.
I literally looked like fucking. I didn't have any legs. You might as well have like took them off me
Yeah.
when I was like swimming, because I was basically just all arms.
Yeah.
And then obviously he'd take me out of there, put me on land, and was like, "I want you to run after this ball." I was like, "Okay,
I'll give it a go.
I'll give it a go." Yeah. I was like, "Okay, Alex, next time, hit anything that moves." I was like, "All right." Nah, fucking IWF is pretty fucked, man.
Dude. Yeah, like I don't know the ins and outs of it, but shit, man. It's just not good.
It's
Like,
fucked because like it's the only, like you made a really good point the other week, right? It's the only weight based Olympic sport.
yeah.
Like it's the only Olympic standard sport that you can do within like a gym setting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like it fucking helps every other sport. Like you touched like a little bit on the States, right? You kind of, yeah, granted there was no techers involved, but it was just like, oh, we're gonna do some power stuff, some power movements like power
Yeah.
snatch, power clean, whatever, to improve American football, to improve fucking normal football, to improve tennis or whatever. Like it fucking transfers over, yet
Yeah.
like it's still seen as that weird cousin that
Yeah.
sits in the corner and people don't really know what to do or how to do it. I
Yeah.
would fucking hope like they bring it in the UK, man, with like academies and
Mm.
even in like high schools. Like, high school will take them a while. They don't really have any funding, but
Yeah.
I really hope it gets a little bit more popular. But it starts with the fucking IWFs pulling their finger out.
Yeah. But not even just the IWF, but like obviously again, not super involved in it. But British weightlifting's been like not send like I was telling you about my coach trying to get some funding to the Southwest, trying
Mm,
to like even just set up a competition,
mm,
just because like they got what like almost they probably got like 10 athletes in just that area who went to the British
mm,
who can compete Commonwealth. Like
mm,
they're not like there's a high density of athletes there, and like British weightlifting just isn't chucking any funding their way.
mm.
They're not sending them any competitions, making it really difficult for them to actually put their name down, because like weightlifting is not a like high income sport. You don't get paid to do it.
Yeah.
And then like when you got people who are like you got to travel cross country, you got to take time off work, like that's love of the sport, man. You're not doing it for any sort of financial gain. You're just doing it to be competitive.
Mm,
And like you want a bit of give and take in a sport like that. Like
mm.
but if
I,
you make it
I
too hard to be part of a sport, people are going to start not being part of it.
yeah, 100%, man, 100%. And we've actually got some like fucking high level lifters in the UK.
Oh
Like some
yeah.
incredible fucking lifters, yet like they
Yeah.
don't get the spotlight they deserve.
Yeah.
And I know it's a shame. Like maybe Sarah's put in a big shift
I mean, she definitely has. Yeah.
of trying to cause a little bit of change and be a catalyst. And I hope people start listening. Um, like yeah, man, like fucking hell, there's some incredible lifters, and
Mhm.
I hope it can whittle down to like I hope they can get the jobs to whittle
Yeah.
down to academies and schools and whatnot, and maybe like bring in external coaches or just external lifters, maybe as a volunteer basis, maybe as like minimum, or maybe as like hopefully fucking pay them the big bucks to go into schools, you know what I mean, and kind of
Yeah.
like
Oh, but that's the
let,
thing though. Like you say, like pay him the big bucks. This is another thing. This is with like the IWF. Some of these guys are getting paid tens of thousands of pounds to show up to like 5 meetings.
yeah,
Like how fucked is that?
yeah,
Like they're getting
yes.
paid an annual wage to have their name on a committee and just be like, yeah, weightlifting's cool. Like, man,
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, like why does that like I think Sarah actually touched on this on her last sort of like post thing, was like, why is so much money being pumped into this committee where almost no one's an athlete?
Mm.
Like like the sport is about passion of like the sport, and like put money back into the sport. Like you don't need, like, the committee should be about like they making weightlifting better,
Mm.
not just like being there for like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I
It's
mean, fucking even in other sports, right? That athletes make their money from the sponsorships.
yeah,
Allow the sponsorships to end up bringing the money to the sport, but like
yeah,
try and like internalize the cycle of finances, and then the grassroots, for me anyway, like grassroots is always the way forward.
yeah,
Like in any sport, if you want to increase its participation, increase its like global market or whatever, fucking investing in the grassroots is always the way to do it. Like rather than just like messing around with one or two athletes who are the epitome of their sport, who
yeah,
are only going to be there for the next 2 years. Like allow kids to fucking like participate in it and start plowing money in that way, and like having these facilities and you know and allowing current GB, like whether they're British, fucking Scottish, whatever, or like from the continent in Europe, allowing them to fucking go to those institutes and then like coaching through the next
yeah,
generation. Mate, I bet they would fucking lap it up. Like
yeah,
they try and do it on the whole Instagram and creating their own separate companies. And I know Jack and Jack and Sarah, when they were ran Wisdom for Weightlifting, I don't know who runs it anymore, but like that was doing really well.
yeah.
I can't remember the gym. Is it built differently? I'm gonna like
Give
try
it a
and
Google.
give it a little Google. Yeah, I think it's built differently. Yeah, it is built differently, gym. I know it's in London. Oh, who's the bloke? I can't remember his name. Guy with dreads. He's doing really well. Um, Kyrus, is that how you say his name? Kyrus Speed.
I don't
Kyrus
know.
Speed. I apologize if I've fucking butchered his name. Um, K. Dot Speed. He puts out some incredible stuff. I actually saw him at Lower, London Olympic Weightlifting Academy, which is a great gym. I saw him fucking years ago. First time I ever went to a oil meet and
Yeah,
competed. I think my coach at the time was just like, there's this thing coming up in like 2 weeks. Do you want to do it? And I think I was in the north and it was in the south, and I was just like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever. I came back down, had a little dabble with it, just had fun. Literally just picked up a bar and was like, oh, what do I feel like lifting today?
mm,
Like, what can I lift today? And yeah, and I remember him being there. Anyway, like those people like have to. It's a shame because they've had to go their own route to be
yeah,
able to give back to the sport. You know what I mean? Like trying to create their own. Yeah, I'm not saying anything bad about creating your own business and whatnot, but if we fucking had more money in creating, a space, a leisure center, a performance center, rather than it just being at university, allowing high school kids to then mess around with it, and then
yeah,
hopefully like more ladies will be into lifting weights, and the stigma will be cracked and all that sort of shit.
yeah,
But hey, we're just a couple dudes with a couple of kitties and a couple of coffees,
yeah, man.
But put the world to rights, mate. Oh, I think my cat's literally gone to sleep standing up right next to my laptop. Oh no, she's awake. She's awake. she heard me talking about her. Nah, man, like fucking Ollie lifting, mate. Like if it could be a base for all the performance for all sports, and
Yeah,
like if you actually even just the power movements. She's
yeah,
changed now. She's sat on my phone. Hello, you. Even just the power movements. Never mind the fucking full movements, never even jerks, never mind jerks. We'll just say power clean, power snatch.
Yeah.
Fuck me, man. Like the level of athletes you'll end up breeding will be huge. Like you see it on like the All Blacks, right? You see it on their fucking YouTube channel or their whatever, and they're there power cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, granted, they're the epitome of union.
Yeah.
It's not the best attackers, but you know they're rugby players, not fucking weightlifters.
Yeah.
But like, don't you think that should spark some sort of reform of like, oh, these are world champions for the past like 10 years, have dominated fucking every team they've gone against. Oh, and they're doing these things they're called Olympic weightlifting. What's that? I'm like, oh, maybe
but
we
it's
should
not
start
even
doing it.
Yeah, it's not even just like All Blacks or anything like that. Like it's not even just rugby. Like you just look on like you just see on Instagram, you just see like random American footballers and just random like sprinters with like filthy strong power cleans. Like no techers whatsoever, but you're just like, how have you done that?
Yeah, there's like fucking American football is a great example, man.
Yeah.
Of like you get fucking 16, 15-year-olds, everyone's there hyping him up, and he just
Yeah.
comes and power cleans 180. You're like, what the fuck?
And you're just like, that's a sport in itself,
Yeah,
and you do quite well in it.
yeah,
And it's just like they're just like, oh no, it's an accessory for my
yeah,
sport. And it's like,
yeah. It's
yeah,
fucking crazy, man. It's fucking crazy. But fuck. I don't know. I'm not balls deep in the whole legislation. I don't know like how to start it, but more conversation around it. Oh, what's your favorite snatch or clean and jerk? Or snatch, clean, or jerk?
clean, easy.
Excuse me. Can I have this
I
piece of
mean,
paper?
man, I'm not. My snatch is not tidy. My snatch needs some work.
Yeah, it's not the prettiest.
Nah, mate, it's power or nothing, and it's thank God for shoulder strength, basically.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good point.
Yeah.
So, what's your best strict press?
I mean, like, did 112 back in the day.
Oh, that's filthy.
Yeah. Yeah.
112.
Yeah. My snatch was basically like, I can pull it high enough and I can hold it at the top. So that's about it.
Oh dear. I can
Yeah,
pull it
man.
hard enough. I can just press it.
Yeah.
Although you'll get 3 red lights. Good training PR though.
Yeah, mate. Muscles all day, every day.
Yeah, fucking hell. An upright row into a
Yeah.
wide grip strict press.
Yeah,
But
mate.
like,
Call me Lasha.
fuck man, there's a freak.
Absolute animal.
But you said you hit two. Well, in fact, I'll just pose the question. So obviously, 175 was your biggest bench. 112 is your biggest overhead press, strict press,
Yeah.
military press, barbell press, whatever you want to fucking call it. Same
Yeah.
shit. Do you think there's some correlation there?
Oh, definitely.
Like, what would
Like,
you say is like the best? Um, how did you build your bench rather than just I benched and I got a
yeah,
program?
dude. Honestly, like that was one of the thing with like training with a lot of the power lifters. Like they couldn't figure bench out.
Yeah,
And like obviously I'm no fucking professional. I just had a large bench. But like I would say I attribute the base of my bench, like obviously to get better at benching, you gotta bench.
mm.
But I'd say for my bench, like I mean, yeah, to get better at benching, you need to bench. But to start getting better at benching, you need a good base.
Yeah.
And like I'd say like dumbbell bench and loads of like I don't know, just like loads of like tricep shit, man. Oh,
She sat on my paper. Loads of triceps.
yeah, like even with my press, like when I competed in powerlifting, I was a black sheep. Like I didn't have the widest grip on bench. I squatted high bar. I did a clean pull because I didn't know how to deadlift. Yeah, man, it was a
Have a shrug at the end.
Yeah, it doesn't count. Why not? Because you did this weird pull at the top, and I was like, oh, my bad. No, but yeah, no, I think also pull-ups, man. Pull-ups helped my bench. Like,
Yep.
just have it, like, for me, like, I don't use much leg drive. Uh, Obviously, like, I wasn't the lightest dude there, but I'd say like there's people who are really like have really sort of aggressive movement off their chest. But for me, I think I was just sort of like my focus was very much on like stability. So like I could control it. I could control the descent. I didn't have like I had a real soft pause. So just on the chest, not unloading the weight onto your chest, just sort of like comes down, brushes your chest. And then for me at that point, all the tension was there. Like, and then you just basically drive it off your chest. And a lot of that came from strong triceps, good core stability, strong lats, and I mean, obviously, like pretty strong chest.
Yeah, for sure. Nah, but that's literally like you said three things there, right? With the base for the overhead press, you need some sort of base.
Yeah,
that's obviously through the shoulder joint, and then also scaps as well. You can argue.
Yeah.
A strong back.
Yeah, and with your like shoulder strength, man, shoulder health is like my bench used to hurt. Like before I learned how to bench, I was just like, oh, typical like bro bench, 5x5, mad cow, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like didn't have really good techers, and I would just bench and do like other like strength shoulder things. But it's the little things that actually keep you healthy and actually mean that you can continue training, as opposed to like, oh, it's going all right, it's starting to get heavy and I'm injured. It's actually taking care of like your joints and the smaller muscles to make sure that you don't hurt yourself or your lifts don't continuously hurt you. Because like if you're training and it hurts, it's just not fun.
Nah, for sure. And you're going to end up running the risk of an overuse. So, people think an injury has to be right away.
Yeah.
And it's like, nah, fuck that. Like, it could, shit you're doing right now that you do every week could end up fucking you up in 20 years' time. And that's because you're not doing it right now. But man, like a strong pull, so a big back or a strong back, like foundation through the shoulder joint, and then also triceps, man. Like I literally say, well, I say those three things, but it helps coming from another lady.
Yeah, mate.
Well, it's fucking true,
core.
though, isn't it?
Core is one of the things that I think fucking everyone overlooks, man. Like core is the thing that you don't want to do at the end of your session.
Yeah, I mean, but like when people think core, right, they think like fucking crunches. They'll think like maybe, shit like that. Let's get the bricks popping. But they don't think about the isometric stuff. They don't think about the fucking holds, the pile-off presses, the back extension, the rotation shit, the suitcase carries, like the fucking boring core.
Yeah.
Like everyone likes getting a little ab pump, makes them look like they've got abs. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Abs are overrated, man. It's all about the power belly.
It's all about the power belly, mate.
Yeah, man. It's got to be thick enough to hold you in place.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah. Chunk is strong, right?
Chunk is strong.
Chunk is strong. Isn't that right, Phoenix? She's looking at my headphones like she wants to play. She's going to end up swiping them out of my ears in a minute. All right, I found some quick fire questions.
Oh yeah, you like your quick fire questions.
Yeah, so let's go for it. Favorite meal?
Favorite meal? Ooh, fuck me, man. Pizza. No, wait. Favorite meal, like, carne asada fries. Shout out Cerritos in Rancho San Diego.
Nice.
No, sorry,
Explain.
not Rancho San Diego. Casa de Oro. Yeah, either. No, Macho's Rancho San Diego. Macho's Taco Shop. Bottom of Avocado. You're in San Diego. Look them up. Also, Cerritos, Casa de Oro. Macho's for the breakfast burritos and carne asada fries with bacon. Cerritos for the surf and turf burrito and the Cerritos fries. Mexican food, mate. Fuck yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I understood fuck all of that, but
That's right.
if it's good food, I'm there.
Yeah, dude.
Period.
It is like the ultimate dirty bulk.
Oh yeah, baby.
It's so good.
There is only way to bulk, and that is absolutely backyard filthy.
Yeah.
Favorite exercise?
Favorite exercise, dude. Right now, I'm liking squats. Squats are going well. Squats
My
are kind of
man.
fun. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Back.
Hmm?
Back squat, overhead.
Oh, back. Definitely
Yeah.
back.
Morning or night person? Oh, is that the stuff?
Man,
Is that
that's Cerritos
prawns on it
fries.
too?
Mate, dude, it's a bed of fries with carne asada, which is like seasoned thin cut steak,
Oh,
and like sour cream, chipotle sauce, guacamole, bacon, prawns. Oh, mate. Fuck yes.
my man.
It's so good.
God
And
damn it.
cheese, obviously, gotta have the cheese.
I mean, you gotta put cheese on everything.
Yeah. There you go. There's my Macho's hash brown burrito. You got you
Oh,
some sausage, bacon, egg, hash browns, refried beans. Yeah, man. It's a real slutty, just fucking breakfast burrito. So good.
everyone loves a good slutty burrito, right?
Oh, mate. The best.
It's funny because we're only talking about food. There is no euphemism.
No euphemism, man.
Fuck
Fucking
that.
love it.
Nah, good food
Man,
is
I'd
all you
say
need.
right now, I'd fucking go back to California for some Mexican food, mate. Like when
I
this
think
whole pandemic
flight.
was, what?
I'd take that flight.
Oh, fuck yeah. Like, I don't want to go back there and live, but fuck me, man. I'd go back for some Mexican food.
Oh yeah. That's gotta be the next um like boys' night. It's gotta be Mexican.
Down. Oh, yeah, dude.
What did we
Down.
do last time? Oh, we did burgers, didn't we? Homemade
We did
burgers.
burgers.
My man. Are you a morning or night person?
Morning.
Yeah, you're definitely not night. Uh,
No. Nah,
8:30. I'm tired.
nah, mate. Yeah, if I'm home, I tend to stay home.
Yeah.
If I've got plans to go out, I try. But like, if I'm home, it's gonna be TV, food. I don't know, video games if I'm feeling particularly naughty.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, man.
I'm a fucker because as soon as I eat, I get into a coma. Like that's it.
Yeah,
Like, don't feed me a big meal if you want me to go out. Give me a
yeah.
snack so I'm not hungry. But
Oh, but it's lifters in general though, isn't it?
oh, for sure, man.
Like, oh, why are you gonna stay in? I don't know. I've spent all week working and training, and now I'm knackered. Why would I want to go out?
My body
Like,
hurts.
give me fucking Harry Potter and some food, and we're
And some
good.
Haribos.
And some
Harry
Harry
Potter
Potters,
and
mate.
Haribos, mate. That's all you need.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, what? Oh, fucking on the topic of Harry Potter. What's your favorite movie? Not Harry
Favorite
Potter's. I
movie?
mean,
Oh, fuck me. Favorite movie? Dude, I don't know. Nothing's actually coming to mind.
what
Favorite?
genre do you usually watch? What's your go-to?
Oh, bit of, I don't know, in the mood. I'm pretty diverse.
Are you a horror guy?
No, not really.
Good. you not
I
freak?
I have my moments. Like I do like a good horror movie. I read more. Well, not really horror, but thrillers. I read
Right.
more thrillers than I actually watch, which is sometimes worse because it means you just really get in your head. Like what you're watching doesn't scare you because you're like when you're watching something, you're like, oh yeah, it's scary. But when you're reading, it's all in your fucking head. And yeah, I've had a few times where like you'd be reading something and you're like, cool, well, I'm not going to sleep now. Sick.
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put this out there into the universe, right? If
Mm.
you like horror films, you're a fucking freak.
Yeah, a bit weird.
Like,
Ah.
I'm the type of who'll come home and I'll be like with a box of tissues, with a rom com or a Disney movie,
Yeah.
rather than a fucking horror film. Nah, the only nah, you can't even. Well, I've watched a couple in my time, but that's literally it. The Wicker Man
Mm.
fucked me up something rotten, mate. Like I've watched both of them now, like the new
Yeah.
one and the old one, and fuck me, the old one absolutely did me.
Yeah.
Like it's more freaky. It's not scary. It's just fucking freaky.
Yeah. Have
And the worst
you
is like,
seen?
go on.
No, I was gonna say, have you seen the new Ouija?
Nah, fuck that. I don't watch that shit.
Mate, mate, it was fucked up. It was like
I don't
I
mess around with that bullshit either. Nah.
no, no. It was it was when I was back in the States, and I think it was fucking New Year's, like a few years ago. We
Mm.
like, we weren't gonna go out because, whatever. I think we went out for like a few beers and then went at home. And we're like, oh, we're gonna watch some movies,
Mm.
and then like a couple of the other people that I was with were just like, fuck yeah, let's watch a horror movie. And then I was just there like, what? So we ended up watching Ouija, and it was me being a bitch with a blanket in the corner, like, yeah, I'm watching this. Just like, yeah, no, I was just like, I'm about to shit my pants. I'm gonna hide for a little bit, and then everyone was like, "Oh my god, that was scary," and I was like, "Yeah, I bet it was." I was
Yeah.
scared before it got scary, so
Nah, fuck. I can't do it, man. I just can't do it. I'm sorry, but nah, not for me. What we're up to? Oh, you
no
didn't give me a
favorite.
favorite movie.
No, I didn't. Favorite movie, fucking Lion King, man. You
Ah, have you
cannot
seen the new
be.
one?
No, I've not seen the live action one.
Live action.
Yeah, another one where like everything looks real.
Yeah. Sorry, yeah.
No, I've not
I
seen it.
I enjoyed it, man.
I'll give it a watch. I'm not. I'm
But
not like.
I'm not like a film Nazi, you know what I mean? I'm not a
Yeah.
massive film critic. Like I'll enjoy it for what it is. I don't really care.
Yeah. Exactly.
Um, like, it was good. I think Beyonce's in it. I think she's one of the characters. Um, favorite book.
Favorite book. Oh, mate. So I'm gonna go with two, and they're both not single books, so they're both series.
All right.
Either Red Rising, Pierce Brown,
Mm.
sick, would recommend, sci-fi,
Mm.
or the entire extended series of The Dark Tower by Stephen King. So that's including not just the Dark Tower books, but all of the other supplemental books where he sort of like brings the Dark Tower world into his other books.
That's been made into a film recently, right?
Yeah,
With
yeah,
Idris Elba. Yeah. We watched that.
yeah. No, I've not seen the film because I'm still working on the series.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair
Mm.
enough. Like, I don't know. You just explained it's a pretty like vast fucking series. I don't think like a 90-minute movie is going to give it credit. You know what I mean?
No, no. Well, like he set out writing it the same way like Tolkien wrote uh, Lord of the Rings. Like he wanted to make it into an epic, and like with Tolkien, there's obviously the Lord of the Rings, but then there's the Hobbit and like other books which reference that world.
Mm.
So Stephen King's done the same thing. And when I first started reading uh, the Dark Tower series, I didn't realize that, so I just started reading the books. But then, like, you read a little bit into it, and like you read some of his like excerpts and like his backgrounds and stuff, And there's a lot of other like background information, like backstories to characters in, like you'd have like a secondary character, like a supporting character in Dark Tower that basically have their own book.
Oh shit.
Yeah, well, not basically have their own book, but are like a main idea or a main focus in another book. So yeah, I'm trying to sort of catch up with all the other stuff. So yeah, those
I like
two.
it.
Dark Tower series, Red Rising.
Nice. 3 things you'd say to a young lifter, or to someone who wanted to get into the gym.
3 things. Everyone started somewhere. Don't be self-conscious about trying things. Don't neglect your recovery, because that's one thing that people don't tell you about when you start going to the gym. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna go to the gym, put in the time, and you get big and strong. No one goes to the gym. Everyone figures out injuries later in the gym. Everyone goes to the gym, and then in like a year or 2 in, you're gonna be like, why does this always hurt? Why does this feel real shit? And you're like, then the more you get into it, you're like, oh, I should have been stretching and, actually taking care of my body all those years. But yeah,
for sure.
Don't neglect your recovery. Don't neglect your recovery. Don't let anything sort of intimidate you or whatever. Like, big thing is just to get in and give it a go, and like sort of seek guidance where needed. Third thing, I don't know, man, just enjoy it. Like, at the end of the day, if you don't enjoy something, you're not going to go back to it. It's the difference between people who are in the gym as a means to an end and an end in itself. Like we don't go to the gym because for the aesthetic or want a certain image. We go to the gym because we want to do weightlifting. The gym is an end in itself. Like, those are the people who are going to stay in the gym. If you go to the gym because you're like, oh, like, fair enough. Like, if you go to the gym because you're like, oh, I want to put on muscle, I want to be big and like whatever, or like I want to be strong. Fair enough. You got a goal. Everyone's got to have goals. But if that's the only reason you go, because of another idea, it won't last. I think you need to really do what you need to do. You need to do what you enjoy, and that will keep you going.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Do you have a morning routine or an anchor for your day? Do you have something that you have to do each day?
No, I do. It's just loose at the moment. It's just like get up, food, chill out for a bit, food, coffee, chill out, and then like just start working. I don't have a really strong one at the minute, but it's definitely something that I really believe in. Like, especially like when I was studying or when I was working, I functioned on a routine. Like, that's how I'd organize my time. Like, on any given day, at any time of the day, I could basically tell you what I was doing. Like, not on that day, but like, you'd say like, oh, what would you be doing at this point in the day? And I can tell you what I was eating, what I was going to eat, what I was doing, what project I was working on, what lecture I'd be in. Like, that's sort of how I thrive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I really rate a routine.
Yeah, I'm the same, man. Like, I've had periods where I've literally given myself, I've timed it to the 5 minutes. And like, I kind of seem like a fucking dickhead because I'm like, I I need to be here or my head's somewhere else. But like if you're spinning so many plates and doing so much at once, like that's something that you need to do. And like you and I are someone that fucking prioritize training because it's not only for your physical, but it's also for upstairs too. And it's like, you know, you have to be like that so to be able to get into the gym. So you know, routine does well for me. What about least favorite exercise? What do you fucking hate doing?
Least favorite exercise. Does cardio count? Does that count?
Yeah, we can count that.
I appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah.
But it's just so fucking boring. Inside the gym. Like if you're gonna, I don't know. Like if you could, it's like shit cardio. Like if you're gonna hop on a bike for like half an hour, like I'd rather go out and be on an actual bike. Yeah. If you're gonna run, I'd rather go in a field and do sprints and chuck a ball around. Like I really hate that just like continuous repetitive cardio. It's just so boring, man.
I feel that.
Like it's like 15 reps. Just get bored.
15 reps is too much, man. Well, you get bored.
Yeah.
Describe yourself in 5 words.
Oh, mate. Damn. That caught me off guard. So like as you know, like I've been trying to do my CV.
Yeah.
And fuck me, I'm bad at talking about myself. Like the more I've gotten into my CV, like the more I get into it, I'm just like, shit, would I even hire me? And I'm just like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, fuck. But 5 words. 5 words. I don't know. I like to think I'm relatively respectful. Respect's a pretty big thing for me. Probably a little bit like, especially at the moment, probably a bit too casual. Taking things a bit too casual. Ultimately ambitious and motivated though. I got things I want to get done. I don't know, man. Damn, is that 3? Got 2 more?
Yeah, 1 or 2 more.
I can be a bit of a perfectionist to the point where you actually get nothing, actually achieve nothing. You spend too much, obsessive. You spend too much time trying to focus on something and trying to get it exactly right. And one of my professors at uni, he actually, when we were doing our our dissertation and our FYPs and a lot of our design projects, one of his like big points of advice was, I guess, like he's preaching to a bunch of engineers who are a bunch of perfectionists who need to get everything just so. And he said, you need to learn to accept good enough, and like done is better. Like sort of, what was it? It's like you need to learn to accept good enough and stop chasing perfection, because sometimes done is better than nothing. And like it was just like the people, he's talking to like the people who would, like, especially for like our dissertations, we'd have a 3-month project, 3 to 5 month project, 50-page write up, and like you can go through picking and picking and picking, but at the end of the day, it's going to be what it's going to be. And it'll never be perfect. Perfection is just an idea, and it's not an actual thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's true, man. Well, dear, like, it kind of leads perfectly onto like the next question, which is like, what would you say? Like, you don't have to put the ribbon on one thing, but what would you say was like your biggest life lesson?
Biggest life lesson.
Yeah. Not in the gym, like, well, it can be the gym, like, whatever in life.
Biggest life lesson. Like experience or the lesson itself?
The lesson itself, like, I've got a next one which kind of marries up with it, which is like a
The
quote you
lesson.
live by.
All right. A quote I live by.
So like you can kind of put them both together if you wish, but like the actual lesson.
The actual lesson. I'd say the actual lesson is never underestimate anything.
Nice.
So I guess you could call that a quote.
Mm.
Yeah, like nothing is ever beneath you, and don't ever assume anything is going to be easy.
Fuck, because it ain't. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Hell no.
No. Don't ever go into anything small, large, just assuming it's just going to happen. Don't take anything for granted.
For sure. Like, who would you say is the most influential person you've met, like actually met? No, never mind, like, you know, a quote you've heard from fucking, I don't know, Lincoln or whatever, who you've actually met.
What was a fly? Gotta get one of the cats. They'll get it. No, most influential person I've actually met. God damn.
In your life.
In my life.
Like, obviously the most influential in your life, but you have to have met him.
I'd honestly have to say my dad.
Yeah, man.
Like my dad's pushed me a lot of my life, and in some instances it's been not taken very well because you're a teenager and you're like, you've got full control of your life and you know exactly what you're doing. But I don't know, like my dad's always been like a good like reality check, I guess. And he's always sort of like at my best interest. He's fucking smashed it at life. Like I don't know. He's got a pretty sick existence. Like he's not done anything. Like he's not going to be like go down in history. He's not going to be one of the great saviors of our generation or anything like that. But like, I don't know, man. Like, if I can make an impact on a big scale, I'm cool with that. Like that would be pretty sick. But at the end of the day, I just want to build my own little piece of paradise. And I feel like my dad's done that, and he's done it pretty well. Despite his flaws, he's got there. He's made it. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
and that's
dude.
sort of bit of life experience. My dad always says, regardless of what happens, he's running at a solid 8 out of 10. And I guess that's just kind of what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
And it's not success, it's not monetary, it's not like extrinsic or anything like that. It's just get to the end of it and just be like, yeah, it's gone well.
Yeah.
Like ultimately like judging your success by yourself, just looking back and going, yeah, that was good. Doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. Doesn't matter how the world views what you've done. I mean, obviously don't go on like fucking homicidal, like killing spree, because that's not cool. But like at the end of the day, how you feel about what you've done. That's what matters.
For sure, man.
Yeah, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. All right. So, if people wanted to fucking find you, where would you send them?
Oh, I don't know. Instagram probably. I don't have to. I mean, you can look me up on LinkedIn, for a job.
Link on LinkedIn. If you want to offer me a job.
No, I've just been like with my CVs and shit. I've just been like revamping my LinkedIn, trying to make myself look presentable. Can't decide whether to put a link to it on my CV. I don't know if that's done. I don't know. Like it's the technological age, but I like a classic CV.
Yeah.
But Instagram, peanut butter John boy.
Yeah, I'm just trying to look at it.
Yeah.
Peanut butter John boy.
All one word.
JONBOI.
Yeah. John no H, boy with an I. Fuck with that peanut butter, man.
Oh man. Crunchy or
Always
smooth?
crunchy. Always
Oh,
crunchy, man.
I don't give a shit, man. Like I'm a peanut butter whore. I'll have it all, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
But
We
like
have that crunch.
usually for me, I've got to chew it. Otherwise, I'll just swallow it and won't actually taste it. I'm like a right fiend, man. It's like I'm like a crack addict when it comes to peanut butter, mate.
I love a bit of peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter. Fuck, man. What was Meridian? We had a Meridian brand in the UK. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. No, I've had that.
or have you ever had Nuts and More?
No.
It's actually like protein peanut butter, right? But bear with me. Like it's basically, they take out all the shit and fucking add some good stuff and whatever. It's from the States. And
Yeah.
they did an almond butter with cinnamon and raisin. And it was fucking addictive. Like that, and then there was also a peanut butter one with salted caramel.
Oh, dirty.
And like what was it? Per tablespoon, which is roughly like 20 grams.
Yeah.
You got like 11 grams of fat and about 14 grams of protein, which is like, how the fuck can you do that? And it tasted like liquid love, mate. It was something naughty.
You know how I
Not
used,
some more. Oh,
yeah. You know where I used to get my peanut butter in the UK?
well.
My protein, man. 1 kilo
Oh,
tubs.
yeah.
Yeah, just get like you know what I really like in a peanut butter? When it says ingredients and it says peanuts.
Peanuts.
And
Yeah.
that's fucking it. Like there was, yeah, and that was it. My protein peanut butter. I'd order like 4 to 6 kilos at a time and just have it on deck.
You've got to like
And
churn it, haven't you, with proper peanut butter? Because all the
yeah,
oil goes to the top.
yeah,
Got to like churn
that,
through it.
yeah, that. And then also when I was in Australia, there was a market and there was a place. Oh fuck, what was it called? Oh, Moses and Co. And it was like a health food shop. And they just had they had a bunch of peanuts and they had a peanut butter machine. There's peanuts
Oh,
at top. You slap it on, and peanut butter came out the bottom. Like all it did was take peanuts and grind them, and that was yeah,
that's
man.
gold.
I had a thing. I used to take one of the when I was working at the wine shop, and I had a bit more freedom than working at the coffee shop. I used to go and get my coffee from the guys next door, drink my coffee, wash the cup, and then go down to Moses and Co. And they would just sort of like take my coffee cup, slap it under the machine, fill it up with peanut butter, and then I'd just be in the shop snacking on like peanut butter and celery, apple and peanut butter. Like, yeah, man. And it was the fact that you could take this cup that was cold, and then they'd grind up the peanut butter and put it in the cup, and it would warm the cup. The peanut butter would be warm from being ground, and just mate, that was good shit.
Oh, peanut butter, mate. It's naughty. It's like it's hard to say no. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just everything you want out of a snack.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, I'm gonna have to jump off. I am late and I need a whiz, but that's all right.
No worries, mate.
These things happen. Thank you, senor.
Ah,
Gracias.
flavor.
For flavor.
Damn it.
We'll fucking jump on again and put the world to rights. Kitty,
Yeah.
Kitty and Co. Volume 2.
Yeah, mate. Sounds good.
Phoenix has legged it. She's had enough. Where's Archie?
Mate, he's out. He's probably on the couch. He's been chilling on the couch.
Passed out.
Yeah. Or he's on. Yeah, he's on the couch.
Man. Probably got Brooklyn Nine-Nine on.
Yeah. He's one of the boys, man.
One of the boys. Nice. All right. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, dude.
Peace. Thank you very much.
Toodles.